Welcome back to Chocotable Media.
Welcome back to Chocotable Media. I have right here with me three eminent Nigerians. Two of them happens to be Christian and one of them happens to be a Muslim. So these three people represent a class of clergymen in Nigeria, the one they call men of God. The first one, the second one, and the third one. I would like to bring to you their opinion on the state of nation and what is going on and their belief system. And I want you to see which position or which category you want to put all these people, because all of them, these men of God, or what do you call them, men of God, God of men, are here now to confuse their listeners, to confuse everybody around them, because number one, you will see one of them happens to be the Sultan of Sokoto, the one representing the Fulani axis of Nigeria, and they say is the head of the Muslims in Nigeria, the Islamic head in Nigeria, and that is Sultan of Sokoto. The name I don't have, because in this broadcast of mine, I actually want you to listen to what he has to say about social media and his perspective on social media, or calling social media a terrorist organization. Don't forget that these people represent a class of people in Nigeria, and all of them are friends of the government. Sultan of Sokoto was out criticizing Nigerians, criticizing social media. And whereas he is also on social media, and he used social media as well, to bring out his own messages, to pass his messages to the people that he wants to talk to. But now social media is as a terrorist, categorizing social media as a terrorist organization. Let me just leave you to listen to what he has to say, the way he categorizes the social media, which, majority of people disagree with him. Person like me also disagree, because you cannot say it's a terrorist organization, whereas we are expecting you to categorize those people, the bandits or the Fulani herdsmen and the Boko Harams and all the Lakurawas of this world to be, terrorist organization, that they should, or he himself should come out and condemn completely. But calling social media a terrorist organization, I think is unfounded, because social media is a medium. This is a medium whereby people bring out their own opinion. Even some of the news that you cannot even find on the regular, or what we call it, the conventional media, you will definitely find it on social media. They bring media to the people. It's a medium whereby people voice out their own opinion, and which sometimes might not be so good or so palatable for the government to take. We are not saying other stuff are not happening on the social media, but you cannot just blanket it all, paint social media with one brush and say, okay, social media is a terrorist organization. It's it's actually not the right thing to do. We are not saying messages cannot be passed that could cause havoc or cause problem in the in the country or in the environment or something, but a lot of goods are coming out from the social media. Listen to the Sultan himself. That is one. And just think about the state of nation, and that's what I want to see. These people are talking about one place.
What happened has happened, and it's there. You can't come and be through social media, but that's one terrorist organization. Social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, put somebody in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will swear that it's true. So, social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media. So we're not happy with what's been happening either on the plateau or other places.
And the second person I would like you to listen to is the one they call Pastor Poju Yemade. Pastor Poju Yemade, I don't know him. I don't know. Actually, I'm not familiar with the name, but at least he is also on social media, criticizing Nigerians, and he's criticizing social media at the same time, and asking Nigerians to love, not to use the social media, or not to be conditioned, not to get themselves conditioned to the extent that they will have to hate their country, because he said majority of the people you found on social media, they are just being followed by, they are being conditioned to hate their country. But many people are asking the question, You are saying they are hating their country. Nobody hates their country, because when people complain, it's not about hatred. It's about asking or telling those people in power, people that found themselves opportune to be there on the seat, that they should do the right thing. Nobody is saying, they hate the place, because people like Pastor Poju and the rest of them that are saying that are saying they love the country. We need to see what is the difference between both parties, both of the people that says, okay, yeah, we will keep on criticizing this government, or we keep on criticizing the country or the leaders of the leadership of the country until when they do the right thing, until when they provide the necessary thing that they we move their nation forward, that will move the people forward, not what we move the leaders or the politicians or whatever it is they call themselves, move them forward. If you say they hate the country, or they are not hating the country. People are not hating the country. That's my opinion. They are not hating the country, but they're actually pointing out to the anomalies. They're actually pointing out to the wrongs that these people that found themselves on the seat are doing to the people. Okay, what can you say in a country whereby the hospital is not working? Even the social media you're talking about, the airtime that you have to buy to use to hear your opinion or to get on social media is actually very, very expensive, and even the quality of it is not good. And this is part of the thing that we're talking about. We're talking about hospitals, schools, and roads, and we're talking about the country in general. We're talking about education. So that's why people are criticizing. That's why people are saying they're talking about good electoral system whereby people could be vote. Their vote will be counted, and then they will be able to pick the leader they want. Not the type of system they have at hand now. And people are criticizing that the country is becoming a one nation, a one party system country, and that is not right. And that is what people are criticizing. But when people talk, you say they are criticizing. You said they are being conditioned to hate their country. I mean, it is not. I believe it is not. That information is not accurate from Pastor Poju Oyemade, and I would like you to listen to him as well. Listen to what he has to say.
And I have found a group of people, and people have been programmed on social media to hate their country, which is self-hatred. I was in America. I sat down with some Nigerians, and they started. I told them, I said, listen, before you continue, Nigeria, a person will graduate as a medical doctor and spend 500,000 throughout to become a doctor. Throughout. I said in America, and they're working in Johns Hopkins. Go and ask them how much. You graduate from Johns Hopkins, you graduate from Harvard as a doctor, and you spend $2,000. Are you okay? Do you know how much money you spend? Now, Nigerians are ungrateful. They will go through everything, education. How much do they spend there? Go there. I said, look, you see a Nigerian, if they tell him in Nigeria to do 2 jobs, he will curse your life out. He will come to America, wake up in the morning, do first job, do second job, do Uber, and do everything he's doing. I said, if they put the fraction of this energy they put here in their country, they will have blown. They kept quiet. He told me, he said, listen, what's the unemployment rate in Nigeria? I said, we don't calculate unemployment rate. He said, no, you must give me a figure. I said, there's no figure. Nigeria, there's nothing like that. Let me tell you why. Yaba did a trade, they were just for church members to sell things. I thought they just put out tents like this, 1, 2, 3, in the car park. I wasn't saying this thing is a waste of time. One lady said, came to me, Pastor, thank you for doing this. Now, just to show you, she was selling wigs. She has a job. Before my eyes, somebody came out of the church and bought 3 wigs, each one 250,000. That business is not registered though. 750 grand that girl carried home. There's no job she's doing. So if somebody is in their house and just starts selling wig, are they unemployed? No. But are they registered as employed? No. Our statistics here is different. Understand your terrain. Do you understand what I'm saying here? You see, one of the problems in Nigeria, people don't understand their terrain. Understand your terrain. In America, you will sell like that. IRS is coming for you. And you go home with 750,000. Out of that 750,000, 200,000 belongs to government. Don't drop it. You will see jail. Are you following what I'm saying here? Understand the terrain. Sit down and say, what is this terrain? Then understand it so you know how to play. The girls and the lady said, when you get more, send to me. In other words, I'm telling you that person could have bought 1.5 million on wigs on the spot. And if you see the lady buying, you will not know she has seen 2 million in her life. My mind was renewed. This is Nigeria. Do you get what I'm saying? The land of opportunity where good cometh. Are you following what I'm saying here? So what you should say every day is good cometh unto me. Give all these people. Say Nigeria happened to them. What are you talking about? You understand what I'm saying? Listen. In America, there are 4 people groups that are doing better than Caucasians. Nigerian Americans are, I think they're number 2. Nigerians. And they said why? It is the family of Nigerians. The way they raise their children. Which means the generation that left Nigeria when they got there still raised their children the Nigerian way. And the Nigerian way says book first before talent. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Get degree, whatever you want to do, do. If you say you want to paint, paint. But first of all, bring certificates. And that's the way in. Why people are saying, what are these Nigerians doing? Because they tell their children education. You enter a Nigerian home, they are disciplined. The value system here is treasure. You now go there, you go and join people. I say, hey.
And the third person that I would like you to listen to his own opinion is Pastor Kukah. Yeah, you know Pastor Kukah is also from the northern part of the country. So we have 2 of them from the northern part of the country. That is what do you call it? The Sultan of Sokoto, and then we have Pastor Kukah as well. They are, like I said, they are representing a class of people in Nigeria. So do you really actually want to believe these people? Because their opinion about what is going on in the land is actually not it's not correct according to the people that actually want Nigeria to be great, that want Nigeria to be the best. What is Pastor Kukah saying? Pastor Kukah said Nigeria is bleeding. Please bring us down from the cross. That from this Easter message, directing this information to Tinubu to bring Nigeria down from the cross. So don't nail them. They've been nailed to the cross already, but just bring them down. In his Easter message on Sunday, the cleric called on the government to protect Nigerians from marauders, savaging and ravenous predators who threaten to overrun the nation. The Archbishop of Catholic Diocese of Sokoto, Hassan Kukah, has appealed to the President Bola Tinubu from the cross of pain and hunger. So you say they hate the country. You say people talking on the social media hate the country, but listen to what Pastor Kukah is talking about. And I actually want you to listen to what the other 2 parties have just said. In his Easter message, the cleric called on the government to protect Nigerians from marauders. Because look at the killings in Benue, in Naija, in Jos, even in Enugu and every part of Nigeria, whereby you see kidnappings, you see Fulani terrorists, and they're going around with their cows, and they're killing people, raping people, and all the rest, stopping people from going to the farm. So this Pastor Kukah is saying what the social media is saying. But Pastor Kukah is buttressing, what people are passing through, and that is why. And I don't think anybody will say Pastor Kukah hate Nigeria or hate Tinubu according to what he's saying right here now. So we know that the country now has a huge volume of resources in domestic reserves. For over 10 years now, famine has become one of the most hazardous pre-occupation in our country. Kukah said this. Kukah also further criticized the government moves to assuage Nigerians applied by means of palliative distribution, and warning that such a move diminish the dignity of the citizen. The handover stop. they hand out stuff. That's what I mean. And in, everything you talk about, and this present system will say, okay, just give them rights. And I mean, can you just, this, what we are experiencing now is actually not what it used to be. Look at the price of petrol, look at the cost of food and all the rest. And now you have to just keep distributing food, It's quite alarming, and it's quite disturbing. So that's the opinion of Pastor Kukah. I think I will actually want you to go and read more and know more about what he said. So he maintained that the insecurity in Nigeria is reaching a breaking point as terrorist bandits and kidnappers cut lives short, and they are subject their victim to the most inhuman condition. Taken together, they have placed our country outside on the purveyor of human civilization. According to the entire country, every day innocent citizens are kidnapped and they're held under most inhuman condition. A dark part of death hangs languidly from the north to south. You remember a brother of Pastor Kukah also was kidnapped, I think about a week or 2 weeks ago, like that, just recently been released, from the captivity. So, I mean, he knows more. And that's why what I used to say to people, no, don't wait until when this thing happened to you. Stop defending what is not defendable. So, because that's exactly what some people are doing. People like Pastor Poju and the Sultan of Sokoto, and majority of them that are the friend of the government here. So I think the opinion of Pastor Kukah is quite different from what those two guys or what those two people have just said. So I mean, I think it is noteworthy that Nigerians have been dangling and bleeding on the cross of pain, according to Kukah, and mindless suffering for too long. So it's better now that the Nigerians also let them just rise up. A lot of people are japping, everybody is running away from. If you look at the people that are japping, people that are running away from the country, to actually show to you that it is not easy for them to live in the hell called Nigeria, and that's why they have to move out from the place. Everybody is moving out, and and you want to claim to us that the place is okay, and it's actually not fine. So I think it's the best thing is to have a kind of rethink and have a kind of revolution, or a system should be put in place that will solve all this problem. This is Socialmedia Media. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and put your comment also in the comment section, and try to see, let me also know what you know, what you know and what you feel. If you think it is okay this way, if you think Pastor Kukah's opinion is all right, and if you think the Pastor Poju also, his opinion is right to you, please put it in the comment section. Or even if it is Sultan of Sokoto that is criticizing the social media and saying it's a terrorist organization, whereas a lot of terrorist organizations are there, not being mentioned. See you next time, and God bless. Bye for now.
Glory, you are my road, my papa. Go and take, 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 go and take. Go and take. A road, no way to water. Europe. Láíláí lọ́ba, ojúbọ rẹpẹtẹ, àpárọ̀ èpo fi wọ́n.
Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest video.